Hey guys, Wild Thing here. I'm going live middle of the day, playing some Kerbal Space program while me and my kids enjoy a day off from work due to a massive amount of snow. So hang tight. Let's see what type of trouble I can get into. Yep. Alright. See what kind of trouble we can get into here on Kerbal.
What's your
What was that?
objective?
Right now the objective is to get science so I can actually do something more than use a solid state mini, like an RT5 and this
Oh yeah.
MK1, but should be able to get through that stage pretty quick.
Started.
I'm gonna do our crew report right here. Of course, the last time I did Kerbal and I did the first ship, I forgot to stage the parachute after the rocket, and it went up, but the parachute went off at the same time. I actually survived, but it was so silly.
Yeah, I think everybody's done that before.
I was like, wait a
Hello.
second. I was like, wasn't I
Hey
supposed
man.
to stage that? Duh.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
Oh, just
Kerbal Space Program.
Oh god. Uh,
Why do you have such a negative reaction to everything that you don't 100% support?
it's not that I don't 100% support it. I had no I mean I have no problem watching it. I like making fun of him when he crashes on a spaceship and shit, or loses his Kerbals in outer space and they die. Like it's fun. It's fun watching that stuff. It's just very long, drawn out game. It's a very slow pace, and it's not the most entertaining game. That's all. I don't have any other problems with it. I think it's cool. Again, I've watched them play it multiple times. I just don't have any interest in playing it myself. Is it gonna
well,
crash? Please crash.
no, it's not gonna crash. I added mods to make it at least slightly
So
less
then you
drawn
won't have
out.
any launch problems anymore because you have mods that'll help you launch the thing. So that's boring.
No, I don't
Boring.
have to use those. Well, first off, they're built into science, so I'd have to get to the point where in science where those things are unlocked. And I'm not necessarily doing it to help me launch. I can get the launches fine. The one issue I had was like without Kerbal engineering or the engineering redux, like you don't know any of your like statistics about your different stages. So it makes it really hard to like when you're building a rocket, not that you couldn't figure it out, but like, I mean, again, like, I'm not trying to become a mathematician at this game. I get it. Like, that's not my like wheelhouse. So I'll let an add-on figure that out for me. Perfect. Some new parts here.
Recreating one of my ships called the Leviathan.
I can only imagine.
So funny.
So back to the conversation we were having. Yeah, so there's some talk and some whispers of bots that are generating free Amazon Prime accounts and then linking them to Twitch and then subscribing to some of these viewers, some of these streamers.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
That is pretty crazy.
And everyone is anticipating what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks, you know? Why do I hear music playing? Hold on.
You ever played Diablo?
Yes.
We just loaded up
Somehow
some
my
seasonal
Alexa was playing
characters.
music. We tried seasonal hardcore. That didn't go very well. Last night I went through 4 characters in 20 minutes.
I went through 1 and didn't
Yeah,
die.
well, because I came in at level 1 and you were like level 13 and I was trying to level and getting one shot constantly.
We started at the same level.
We did. I died. I died. Yeah, I'm very brute force at the game. Hack and slash,
Balls.
baby. Hack and slash.
Fun rocket. I'll do 2 of those.
I thought you would have brought up one of your saves, like with your big rockets that you were playing previously.
A lot of
Continuing
the
on from there.
add-ons would have been. I would have had to reinstall them because I uninstalled the game. I know. I have to stop.
Oh.
I have to stop the practice of
Jesus.
uninstalling games I don't play. I don't know what it is, man. I've got this like weird, like mental block, and I uninstall games that I don't play anymore. I'm gonna stop though because I think that's
Short attention span.
no idea what you're talking about.
Like you were 4 years old.
Like a non-existent attention span. Like what shiny thing?
About to murder you.
I'm gonna fall asleep
Paying me.
on TeamSpeak. Watch.
Do you want to play Diablo? I'll happily play Diablo.
Oh, I no. I mean, listen, I'm technically working, so.
Oh, right. Working. I'm working too. No, I'm not. I'm off.
You
Because
have
of
a
snow.
day.
I know.
I work from home every day. I don't get snow days.
My back is already sore.
Yeah, it's starting to snow really. It's starting to snow much harder here now, and it's starting to stick in a lot more places than it was this morning. So. I hope they're wrong. Please be wrong.
Wrong about.
The weather.
I don't think they are. They've been updating.
Significant impact expected is the front page of weather.com.
Yeah, they've been updating the weather report. It's now up to it's 11 to 15 inches with localized accumulations of up to 18 inches. So I think we're gonna have a lot of snow. My back is already saying, "Hey, this is gonna be horrible." Congratulations.
That tea you're drinking.
I am. Well, tea in the morning, you know.
That's what I need right now. I need caffeine. I'm gonna fall asleep sitting here.
I like certain information that these add-ons give. I don't like not having that info. Oh, this add-on doesn't work. That's a bummer.
Good. I hope it's broken. I hope it makes you crash.
So
Why do
many.
you not have a fin on the one side?
No, it's 3 fins. I just put three
Oh,
fins
it's
on.
3 fins.
I mixed
Okay.
it up a little. I don't think I'm gonna crash. Of course, I have to
I
check.
sure hope you do. It makes it entertaining.
Stop.
I was getting a kick out of it while I was watching from bowling. I couldn't hear you talk. All I could do was type in chat,
Why couldn't you
and
hear
you
me
didn't
talk?
type back. I didn't have headset, man. It's loud there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if it was like something was broken on my end because sometimes I
No,
forget that
I
like my
didn't
mic is
bring my
muted.
headset. I didn't bring like. Typically, if I'm gonna watch like like at the bowling alley, if I'm gonna watch a stream, and be listen to it and everything, I bring like a battery, and because I have the new iPhone, like if I want to charge and listen to headphones at the same time, I have to bring the little fucking dongle that has two ports on it, two lightning ports on it. So like I didn't bring any of that shit with me on Monday, so I was just typing and listening and watching.
Test run to see it off the ground at the.
Please explode, please explode. No?
Oh, mine ain't gonna explode.
Well, I'm not watching you.
Mine is 100% not going to explode. I'm sorry to report.
Damn, that sucks.
I just needed a little more. I needed more statistical information. I needed to know my current acceleration. I needed to know how much delta V I had left in the rocket.
Turn. Oh no, you have the thing auto controlling, so it
Nope.
stays.
That
at
there
a
is no auto
trajectory.
controls.
Yeah, sure.
There's nothing that's outside of what the base game has. All
So the
I'm using
latest
mech
for me
jab
is
for is for
12
three
to
things.
18 inches.
Yeah. I'm using mech
Through
jab just to give me
Friday.
certain
Oh,
information. That's all.
it's gonna
You guys
snow
are
for
lucky you even have
days.
power right now, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Wild's
Yeah.
lucky he's got internet.
Don't. Why would you
Don't
Don't
jinx it.
jinx it. Don't jinx it. Please don't jinx it. Come on. I don't want to lose power again. It makes me sad in the heart.
I mean, I lived through 14 days of no power in Sandy. It sucked.
Or as my youngest like this says, you broke my feelings.
You broke my feelings.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
And he says it in a way that you truly do feel like you've broken his feelings and you feel bad, but I'm like, yes, but I am the parent, so I feel bad, buddy, but don't make that mistake again.
That
Broke
is.
my feelings.
Broke
That's
my
pretty good.
feelings. Yeah.
That's so sad.
Don't feel bad for him. He is quite impressive manipulator when it comes to emotions and feelings.
Yeah, but just the phrase "you broke my feelings."
Yep, you broke my
Oh my
feelings.
god, dude.
Yeah, it's good, man.
All right. Mine launches just fine. I need to make it bigger, faster, harder.
I'm gonna probably have to take a phone call here in a second.
Oh, and I have to set up asparagus staging.
Huh?
Do you mean like where you're feeding like the outer rockets to inner rockets and then dumping the outer rockets out and slowly peeling it away? I thought so. Meant by that.
Oh, now my dad's calling. Hold on, I'm taking my headset off. Hold on.
Boy. Those are going to be the exteriors. You can drogue shoot your engines if you asparagus stage them for the same time as the separation staging, and the drogue shoots will deploy and float your thrusters back down so you can recover them.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Have your separators and your drogue shoots deploy simultaneously, and if you have enough drogue shoots, you can recover your thrusters. I want it to have the smallest delta V possible. I mean, I want it to like barely come off the ground. Fast. That's too much. Needs more engines. Because my goal is to carry residual first stage engines to Minmus. More engines. Probably start staging this now. As I go, or it'll get way too complicated by the end. By the time I'm done with it, it's probably going to be close to a 300 stage rocket.
Wow. But you're
Like,
going to Minmus, you said, right?
I want this to be able to go anywhere.
That's cool. Yeah, when I was playing before, I got to a point where, like, I like that you could, like, create, like, your first stage and then attach it to different, vehicles. Like combining if you build them out properly. So, but almost there. Gotta get more science. More science!
That worked. Wait. I didn't use the right decouplers, but as long as I'm going straight up during this stage, I can just switch to the proper decouplers. Blow out a little more. Otherwise, they're gonna clip something. I guess I could just give it rotation. I don't know. Experiment. We'll do some science. This boy is a boy. Oh, buddy. Alright, I talk to myself.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind, dude. Sometimes I talk to myself, sometimes I don't. Just depends on the situation. I'm not really at a point where talking to myself makes sense because I have very basic requirements for my vessel. Get up and get science.
Yeah, well, I'm cheating and just.
It's almost like a self-imposed desire to like have some purpose for launching these things. Because if it's just to go up there, like that's fine, and I don't mind that. But I don't know. I guess the science aspect a smidge because there's so many cool like science add-ons that you can add. So it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, but this mode allows me to build a rocket that's worth $1 million right now.
User entered your channel.
It's at 2 million at the moment.
User disconnected from your channel.
I have no.
User entered your channel.
What is up, DVD?
Good morning. Or almost afternoon for your time.
Oh, almost 2 inches per hour for our time. You mean that's the amount of snow we'll be receiving?
No.
Actually, it's probably already snowing that bad. It's probably already going down at 2 inches an hour.
It's not too bad.
We're supposed to get up to 18 inches of snow.
Ooh. So no school today?
No, most certainly not. It'd be amazing if we have it tomorrow too. I mean, because it's supposed to snow until like 3 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of snow. I didn't realize you played CS:GO. How do you like it? You said you like it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. But I recently tried surfing, and it's quite complicated and hard. It's quite fun though.
I've seen that. It looks like a blast.
It
It
is an
also looks
absolute.
like something I'd be terrible at.
It is so motherfucking hard. Like, it is extremely hard. I didn't realize it. I was like, oh, because all these people, they make it look so easy whenever you watch videos of people doing it.
Oh, of course.
And then you try it, and it's just like, holy fuck. Because it's all about timing, and you keep your speed up, and you fall off. It's fun, though.
I think this is as big as I can feasibly make it in the hangar.
Jesus, man.
I'll show you in a second. Yep. I didn't set up the staging. Oh well. Let's see if it just got it right. I'm gonna wing it.
No.
So far, so good. Wow.
Actually making it up?
It's not only making it up, the staging is like default correct.
Oh, that's cool. Doesn't always doesn't necessarily happen that way, right?
No. See if the next one is well. Oh. Cut. Space. Cut. Space. Oh my god, all of the staging is correct. Holy hell.
Doesn't it feel
That's
good when you actually get it right? Like that
That's
first time?
insane. I didn't get it right. Kerbal Space Program got it right. I didn't even change anything. Insane. Still needs to be bigger, faster, harder, stronger. Second stage.
Alrighty then. Let's try this new and improved rocket to get to space here.
I don't know if I want these asparagus or not. Okay, Pete.
What do you got?
Spectate me through Steam.
Alright, hold on one second. In the middle of launching a rocket.
Add more bells and whistles.
Possibly getting this into orbit, and then I will spectate you. Hold on.
You're fine.
I won, Daddy.
Good job, buddy.
Beast won. I trapped him. There's a lot of snow.
There sure is a lot of snow. Yes, Nikki. A Sea of Thieves countdown on the stream. 12 days, 11 hours, and 13 minutes until Sea of Thieves is released. But who's counting? They need to have a scale test today. I should send them a letter. Be like, dear Rare, please have a scale test today because I am home from work. I would like to play your game. All right, where are we at here? All right, bringing up your game to watch it. I can pick 2. Let's see, what would that give me? Oh my god. Dude,
What?
it's massive. It barely fits inside. Your hang. Oh my god, I underestimated how massive it truly was.
Yeah, it's something. I'm testing shoots, so I don't know if this run's gonna work here. Oh, they're not all firing. Why isn't it lifting? Should definitely lift. Light staging issue, no big deal.
Bring up your Delta V stats from Mech Jab. Tell you where you're
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't need it.
Alright.
I can control this part just fine. I can just watch. Like, I know 1,000 meters at 160. Like, I'm good. Alright, first separation here. Deployed. Will they open? Looks like they did. Well, I see explosions. See anything go boom? I think that worked.
There you go. That's awesome.
You set up asparagus staging before?
Meaning, like, tearing off the rockets as you use the fuel for them?
Yeah.
Yes. Not to your extent, but I've done like 5 independent, like a center channel and then 4 channels on the outside, dropping 2 and then dropping 2 and then using the final stage, which usually I end up with more than enough thrust.
Right.
And I've used that. You're using the aerospace kit, right? Like B9 or something like that, because those.
Something like that.
Yeah, because those rockets you have there, I'm a big fan of those.
Non-standard.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan of them. I like them. The built-in fuel. They have a lot of thrust, and they seem. I think, if I'm not mistaken, developer stated that they were more or less accurate, right? As far as like
Yeah.
their
I mean,
thrust to weight ratio.
No one could ever use this many, but
Yeah.
nervous about two fuel tanks seem really similar. It makes me think that I fucked up the But if this one should jump, let's see. No, so there's a problem with the drain. Problem with the fuel draining. Last two of the X. I think one's. I'll have to look at that. Oh, I should have started a gravity turn a long time ago.
I can only imagine what your Apoapis is looking like right now.
It's gonna be pretty high.
Yeah.
I don't want to slingshot around Mun, so like, it's only at 151 at the moment. Go full. Not like being controlled manually, let me tell you that. And I don't know if this separation's gonna work. Ooh, yeah. Looking pretty good. What are you working on right now?
I am building my rocket to get into orbit and get more science going. Pretty darn close to.
You have liquid fuels yet?
Yep.
Yeah, I've only managed to get something in orbit using only solids in like career mode like one time, and it was a fluke. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible.
Oh, only solid. Oh yeah, no, I don't think that. I don't think I could do that.
It's possible.
I know
it's just like you just got to get super lucky.
Yeah, and I know it's possible. I just don't think I have the skill
Usually
set
just
to
melt everything.
pull it off.
Oh, I only did it the one time. I was trying forever, and I was like, alright, I'm just up, and then I managed to get like a really crappy like 120 down to like 80. Like it was not circular, but did it. Rattle this burn too. 37 seconds. 37 seconds. Right, you usually want to straddle your burn, right?
What do you mean by that?
It's a minute and 14 burn. You want to start 37 seconds before the node?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Usually don't worry about it for short burns, but this one's a 14 long, so.
Nope. Some minor adjustments and off to attempting this again.
Circularizing at the moment. Takes a while to turn this rocket. I don't want to kick these big boy thrusters yet. Noted.
God, that thing is massive. You still have so much fuel left in that lower stage. Oh, but that's right. You're going a lot further than just getting into orbit. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, ideally, this is eventually going to go to Duna. I'm just testing a min-miss run right now. Even so, I have way too much fuel to go to min-miss, but I just want to make sure the thing is stable and recoverable. So far, it's looking... No, I mean, it's a lot of overkill, even for me. It's a bit much.
Nope. 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 Nope.
You didn't want to go for a second flip?
Say that again.
So you didn't want to go for a second flip?
Oh no.
No. No. No. No.
It's
No.
not going well.
No. Well, I was putting in solid rockets, but I think that was just not a good idea, and that I should probably just add more fuel to the liquid stages and just allow, because it's a lot easier to control at the liquid stages. But when I was trying with the solid rockets, it was I'd get up and then like once I got the solid rockets done and switch over to liquid stages, it was just like, yeah, I'm not sure that it was angry. It was like, nah, I don't think it's gonna work that way, bro. So we're gonna mix it. We're gonna get rid of the solids and just keep with the liquids from the start. It should be easier to keep it from doing badness. Well, where's my...
That's pretty good. 202,000, 203,000. That's pretty circular, man.
One of these off.
Right.
Let's try that. How long have you been playing KSP for? I mean, I've probably been playing it since Kerbal Space Program came out, but I've played off and on, so now I'm back to giving it another try. Oh. Oh, when I stage the holding arms, it's like so far off the ground. It looks silly, but completely doable. Whoopsie daisy.
I'm just McJabbing this transfer. I don't do it. Matching planes is so frustrating.
Yeah, I'm excited about the expansion coming out, Kane. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. Should be interesting to see some new features.
When is that happening?
According to Kane here on my stream, in a few days. I
Really?
think they announced
Oh,
it.
that's
Yeah.
exciting.
No. Oh, that one was for you, DVD. That one was for you. The 13th. Kane says.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
13th. That's pretty
How,
close.
how
That's really cool.
embarrassing. It is. Wow, man. I have a lot of new things to work on here, huh? Oh, really? When did I buy this game? I'm gonna check that out right now. It says if you got it before the 13th, get the game free of charge. The expansion free of charge. When did I buy this game? Let's see.
Did you get Siege?
Not yet. I may.
If you want to, me and Willie are gonna play soon.
Ooh.
Like, oh,
When did I get this game? I wish I had I know it's somewhere in Steam to tell you where you bought it, but by golly, I can't remember. Oh, awesome, Kane. Thank you for that information. If you check your account on KSP's website, it tells you the purchase date. Oh, no, I got it when it was like early release, early access on Steam, so... Ah, well, doesn't mean I won't buy the expansion.
match planes with target at all.
I'm actually going to try that one again. I'm going to try that again because I think I just made a mistake when I was futzing with its ascent. Either way, the expansion is only about $15, and the new income will allow them to keep supporting the game, which is nice. I totally agree. I like the fact that they're coming out with an expansion I think the game is awesome, and they do need to find a way to keep it supported. So I think the expansion makes a lot of sense. I'm not flipping it this time, DVD, because I'm not going to make the dumb mistakes I made the last time.
Let's hope not. Those were some speed flips, though.
I know, it's because I turned too early. That's exactly what it was. I turned the ship too early. Atmosphere was too thick, too much wind resistance, way too much friction on the ship to keep it. Oh no! What an idiot.
What?
I hit the extra stage by accident. Like, I hit my spacebar a second time, and I was like, seriously? I could hear it click, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And Deck's probably rolling over there. He's probably muted because he's on a phone call, and he's literally just dying in his seat because of all
Oh,
the mistakes I
100%.
made. He's probably had to get up and change his drawers at least once because he's like, watch you make that mistake again. He's like, yes, he hit that stage too early. My life is complete. Ah. It's all good. It's all good for his enjoyment. The reason your rock keeps slipping is the weight distribution is too far forward. You want to drag the weight toward the back and keep it more stable. Yeah, I know. I'm it's because this darn thing is way too tall. I should, if I had the fuel transfer lines, I would make it smaller and then have more stages to break it out, I think, and then make it more compact. I still think I can get this up if I did not break that stage early. Oh, I gotcha. So bring the fins further down is what you're saying, to reduce the amount of drag on the top of the vessel and make it on the bottom. Cool, thanks, Kane. That's extremely helpful. As you can see, my aerospace skills are not necessarily the top notch. Because in this stage right here, my fins are super high up, so now I'm generating all this drag up top. So the minute I try to turn this, it's going to get all sorts of squirrely on me. Still haven't tried. Or stop using fins. Yes, I heard you, Darren. I don't know. I feel like fins make sense, but maybe it's just because I like the look of fins. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can get this into orbit, though. Fins are good for control because you add drag. Have to account for how they will pull on the rocket. Roger. Yeah, it makes sense. I know it's. I mean, it's definitely helpful, but it's all about placement too. My placement currently isn't ideal. I'm pretty sure I just need to start burning right now and. So close. So very close. It's alright. It's all learning experience. Once you get access to service bays, putting in experiment containers, insurance will help reduce the drag. And yeah, those two mystery goos, which are probably pointless because I've probably done the science up here about 1,000,000 times already. How long have you been playing Kerbal 4K? And you seem to have a pretty good comprehension of the game. Oh, good lord. Crushing me in experience level. Oh, awesome. 400 or 500 hours, huh? That's cool. So close to orbit. I had it. I had it if I didn't make all the simple mistakes and maybe, you know, slightly better design. Slightly. That's all good. Learning experience while we wait for Sea of Thieves to come out.
Me, Willie, and one of my friends, D, are gonna play Siege. If you do decide to get it, let me know.
I will, but I can't play Siege while my kids are here playing video games with me as well, because shooters, young children, probably not the best idea. Launching
I wouldn't
rockets and
know
crashing
anything about
them? Yeah, well, I hear you.
I believe you.
What mods are you running? I assume no, okay, not many. Honestly, I really just want like mech jab and engineering, and not even for its automation, but more for the like delta V information and like the vessel and orbit information. I like to have that like up and available on my screen just to give me a sense of like, you know, what mistakes I made and where I could have improved. I know this rocket could have gone into orbit if I was just a little smarter. Yeah, the stats, absolutely. This is the type of stuff I'd love them to see them come out with in the game, the game built in. Like make it
really
science.
Should
but
already be in the game.
what
To be honest.
to Siege?
No, to be able to see like all of your rocket stats.
Yep, 100%. These
You shouldn't have to
stats.
like calculate your own thrust weight. You shouldn't have to. I mean, any rocket will display like when launch. You're gonna know what its delta V is. You're gonna know what its acceleration to target is. Like you're gonna know all that stuff. It shouldn't be stuff that you have to guess about.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised as well, Kane, that's not in the game as well as Darren. It's funny because it's like you would think like I understand it's a video game, but it's like if you can launch a rocket into space, you'd feel like certain things would have come into existence prior to that launching of a rocket, or at least you'd have a base understanding of things. So, but you know, such is life. There is add-ons for it, so as long as those add-ons can keep functioning through the TOS changes and whatnot and their updates. But we got science out of this, and we'll get more science when we land, and then I'll have more parts available to me to make the Orbiter 3 with fins that are a little more appropriate.
Alright. I'm gonna finish landing this on Minmus.
Well, and here we go. Once again landing.
Alright, I'm gonna dip out of TeamSpeak.
Yeah, man.
I'll be in Discord if you do want to chat. You know the server.
For sure, man. I'll hit you up.
Don't have it.
No, I have it saved. I have it saved. What's my what?
You can give it to them? Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Oh yeah, I can right click
if
on.
anybody does decide to come and chat, I'll be in Discord. See you later.
User disconnected from your channel.
I like the singing exit.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this all about? Oh, that's right, we're re-entering the atmosphere with my heat shield. Sorry I didn't flip it this time, DVD. But I really was trying to improve my skill and not Yeah, it is entertaining. I appreciate that. Ooh. And Darren's right. If you spin this vessel in re-entry, it reduces the heat on the components. I love these new effects. They're pretty cool.
It does look really cool.
Right? Whoopsie daisy. Oh, poor Science Junior didn't make it. Oh, Science Junior. It's okay. Science Junior wasn't needed. Because I came in like super duper hard on the atmosphere because I was trying to get into orbit and never did. But that's all good because I didn't die. And I did get some science back, so. You playing some Worlds of Warcraft there, DVD?
I am doing some farming on the rogue.
Oh, that's right. Are you bringing your rogue out tonight? Are you coming tonight? Are you raiding with us tonight?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
We'll see. Because I didn't end up going to underwater hockey yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Because
hear that.
I got a job call
Oh, well, okay.
at like noon, so I had to go work.
I guess keep it in
Fine.
perspective, right? Job more important than video
Daddy,
games?
I won so
Yep,
quickly.
yep. Unfortunately.
Alright.
Yeah, so we'll see. Because they just needed me for a day. So if they call me back today, then I
Well,
won't be working.
I know it will,
Otherwise, I will not.
I know it will come as a surprise, but we got stopped on Coven.
Really?
And you can only
Who's
laugh because you might end up crying.
Who was the third tank?
Actually, they was third tanking, and that was the tanking was not an issue at all. Like we were in a really good place with that. Like so it just we had some poor mechanical kind of followings, and people were dying to again simple stuff, standing in darkness, and just the kind of silly mechanics that we've all kind of know need to be followed. So
Wow.
such is life, right?
Yep.
Such is life.
Well then, good. In this Argus.
Get some science from the CVA and recover this vessel. Alright, let's go for the version 3 of this bad boy with some extra science. Come on, 45 science. That's another thing I can unlock. 69, yes. Alright. What do I unlock?
Imagine if that's how science actually worked.
Yeah, I know.
You go to work as a scientist and you're like, what'd you do today? Well, I got 4 science.
I got 4 science. I completed a task and got 4 science. Yay, go me. I feel like the last thing I need is more of that. Bigger fuel tank wouldn't hurt. Go with this. Okay, not the best design. So we're gonna try a new design. Start from scratch. so I don't forget that. No. Data transfer. Think about it. I need solar panels at some point so I can actually generate power on this guy, but that's for another day. Oh, I don't have to return those science findings though, do I? Nope, do not. Nope. All right. Pop this service bay in. What's that? We're going to try to send this information back. That's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to open this up. Where did I put that thing? Chargeable battery. Somewhere better. Maybe like that. Just a little bit like that. Close that. Okay. Communications. I was thinking there's going to be a weight issue. Why the coupler between the pod and the science module? If you recover them, you get more science. Well, the last time I came in, and maybe it was just how steep it was, but I lost the science module because it was coming in too hot. I guess I could technically try this without it and see how it works. Maybe with a heat shield and maybe not quite an aggressive of a entry point like I did before. So we can go this route. And if I got the Science Junior back, I was going to basically transmit. I did have a heat shield, but I think I was just coming in too aggressive, and that's why the heat shield failed. If I had some thrust to slow my re-entry, I might have been able to save it, which is my intention in this one, is to try to save everything. At least that's the hopes. Also, the drogue chutes, that's these guys here, I'm thinking the radial mounted chutes, right? Probably don't need 3 of these things though. It's probably aggressive. Probably really only need 2. Which I can fire before that guy, so I don't hit the ground too hard. Yep, got it. Slow down for re-entry. Stop. Too big. Just right. Alright, let's see. Now we can build something below this to get us up. Oh, it's so big though. I don't think I can have anything bigger than that. Taller than that. I feel like that's like just asking for trouble. Yeah, it looks like they can be opened up almost like, I think it says 2,500 meters versus like 1,000 for these. It should be enough to slow this guy down. Launch, and then break off, hit turn on, break off. Thrust to weight ratio. Oh, I need more delta V to get up there though. Aha. That's where more fuel can come in. Maybe. Let's see. But I don't really need these once I'm up there. Wait a second. What stage? Stage 5 kicks in? Stage 5. Oh, never mind. I'll probably still be in the atmosphere at that point. That works. We can do that. See, Kane, I'm listening. I'm following. I heard what you said. If I put them lower down, and now I understand the whole blue dot. So now my aerodynamics is lower. I'm guessing it's like further down on the vessel to hopefully reduce that chance of drag. Not reduce the chance of drag, it's not what I meant to say. Reduce the chance of me flipping over like a psycho. Oh, that's why I kept yelling at me for 2. See? So I'm being a little too, most of them have enough thrust to lift several of those fuel tanks with these. So basically I'm being a little too cautious here. I should just, well, let's see how this goes. She's got the potential. science built into there. I got some.
I have returned.
Hey, what's up? Were you dying when you saw me like just
I
flipping it
wasn't
over?
paying attention.
Oh,
I was doing work.
you
Yeah,
really
sorry.
you missed it, man. You missed it.
Oh, we have a new person in chat, huh?
I do, who's quite experienced at Kerbal and giving me some good pointers so that I stop
Nice.
flipping my vessel over.
Oh, but no, don't help him. I want to see him crash. That's the
Oh,
only
Deck,
entertaining part.
you're horrible. You're horrible. You're so mean.
You did miss it, Deck. It was pretty good.
DVD was, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, don't worry. When I post the video, I'll see if I can find the time where I'm flipping over endlessly. I know that this is. I know I'm gonna try this rocket in its current capacity. Kane obviously has the same perspective on this as you do, Deck, because he says, "Oh, he'll still crash plenty, I'm sure."
Yeah, I see it.
Oh. Like how high it is off the ground. What is wrong with me? I don't know why I keep doing that.
Oh my God, the
Yes, I
the
know.
harness is taller than the rocket.
I know. When you're in the vehicle assembly bay, sometimes I'm not paying attention to bring it down, and like part of me wishes that they like reset that when you put it on the launch pad. I'm 500 plus hours in roughly, and I still blow things up constantly. Yeah. Alright, let's give this a whirl, shall we? I'm not sure. Yeah. Nope. There we go. She shall get off the ground.
Oh.
Nope. No. I knew I had to be close to max thrust. I didn't realize I had to be at max thrust. Dex is sitting there. He's like, please crash. Please flip over right now. Please flip over right now. I can hear it in your voice, right? I can hear you thinking that.
No.
DVD's hoping for it. But
It'll happen.
these fins are lower down now. My aerodynamics is a little better.
Quietly working here.
All good, brother. We're just waiting for the explosion on the re-entry. Fair enough, Kane. Fair enough.
It's coming.
Oh, so then I should turn around and watch this screen then, huh? And watch your little Kerbal melt.
First
as it
off,
dies
I
in
would
the
say
wind.
that was my best launch yet, though I do admit I am a little high on my Appalappus. I'm hoping that I can pull this out. Let's see. It's gonna be tough. We'll see. I'm probably just gonna do this manually. Hope for the best. You know how it goes when I go manually. We're going manual. Try to get this. shut this down. I do this right here. I try to circularize.
Hey, Dad, look at this. This is how to make a different kind of house.
If I put this into orbit, I will probably never get it out of orbit. Hold on one second, guys. As long as you can make sure you still have enough delta V to skim the atmosphere around 65, couple orbits, and you can land, shed enough velocity. Yeah, I hear you. I know that I could get this in orbit, but I will have no capacity to slow down to save the science kit, which is the most important thing right now. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to observe this material bay. We're going to pick up that science, and we will we'll make another attempt at getting into orbit. Slight modifications to this vessel. I think we've got it. We're close. We're close. We can taste it. Probably should have started my gravity turn earlier, though. I should have started the turn on that launch earlier, so I wasn't had so much to make up for that circularizing. But that's okay. It's all right. It's all good. Turn this thing off. It's breaking my. It's not working properly. I don't want that. We got this. We got this. Another try and we'll have it in the bag here, I think. I really wish I had the fuel transfer line, and I know that that's later in science, but that would be nice because it makes life a lot easier during staging. More fuel on all these too. I know you mentioned, Kane, that these rockets could probably bring up a lot more fuel, so. Yes, I did do an EVA. Also, if you get your Kerbal to do an EVA, they can get an EVA for more science. I did do an EVA. What's up, Slowy? Yes, it's like a blizzard day. I'm calling it a blizzard day because 18 inches of snow is I want to cry. Let's get close to this atmosphere, and we're gonna slow ourselves down as we start to re-enter the atmosphere here. Hopefully with the chance of not burning up on re-entry.
Time for them to melt.
I know. I hear you. Let's close this door up. We don't need that right now. Can I close Science Junior's doors? I can. Okay. We are entering the atmosphere. Gonna slow myself down here before I get rid of this engine. Reduce my weight, and I generally put about 3 of those tanks per engine and still have a decent thrust to weight ratio of 3. Oh, I can add fuel, absolutely. That'd be awesome too. It's all I needed, which is a little bit more to correct for the fact that I don't know how to get into orbit easily yet. Yet being the key word. All right, here we go. About to find out how well my if I slowed down enough. I probably didn't. Uh-oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That'd be crazy.
Melt. All system failure. Crash. Boom. Come on. Make it entertaining.
You seem to have the general theory of how to do it down, just fine tuning. You know what? It's been so long since it's been like over a year since I played Kerbal, so like sometimes like you forget some of the finer details. Oh boy, pay attention here.
No, keep talking. Let him die.
Stop it, you. Stop it, you. You're not helping. Oh, that's right. That's right. Did not burn up. Did not burn up in re-entry. There you go. Not the cleanest re-entry, but I didn't blow up any parts, and we'll have all of my. Let's get rid of this thing. We don't need this anymore. Reduce our weight a little. Oh god. Oh, that's okay. We'll turn around. We hit some parachutes here. If I'm not mistaken, these are 2,500. Right? Yeah. Don't need that information anymore. These things will pop open in about now. Awesome. Though I am pointed in the downward direction. It's okay. It's okay. This next chute should pop us in the upward direction, hopefully. All the time I was building a space station last week and forgot communication modules on the first station, and then on the comms tower I sent up, I forgot to add comms. I know, I forget comms. And thank you for making that comment so that I don't forget it when I actually start sending up vessels that require communications. Alright, I'm sure this thing will flip over once that parachute pops. Or you'll see me rolling down the cliff to the ocean. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, and the reason why we're going to turn this off again, I want to see if I get science for this. Nope, do not get science for that. I'll get it on the ground though. Alright, while we'll wait for this to touch down on the ground, I'm going to see how much snow is on the ground. Hold on one second. Well, there could be more on the ground, but it's coming down.
It's snowing.
As my kids are adding to our stream here.
Snowing something fierce here.
would be a lot of snow.
All right, back.
Alright, phone call right back.
Yep. Nice soft landing. Here we go. Oh, that was very cool. Oh, I should have put more parachutes on. Oh, darn. Me and my skimping on parachutes for no good reason. That's a bummer.
Way to go, man.
I mean, whatever. I got it on the ground, but I did. Kane, how much snow are we expecting? 18 inches is what I'm being told is the potential snowfall for today. My back hurts already. I got 35 science out of that. Could have done better. That science junior would have been the 10 science I needed for another upgrade. That's okay. That's okay though. It's okay. Let's see something real quick here. I agree, Kane. Spring can come anytime it wants. I am 100% ready for warmer weather. I'm altering some. I don't think we have to. That's fine. It's going to change my Kerbals to not require experience, so I have the full capability, but yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting here today, to say the least, but you're bad Canadian, you hate the cold in winter? Oh, I can't stand the cold. I really can't. Alright, we're going to change out some fuel tanks here, though. We're going to get some more oomph out of our... more potential oomph out of our rocket here. Not that potential oomph, though. Yeah. I could put more on this bottom one, too. I could just take this off without breaking the whole rocket at the same time. Okay, what do we got here now? Oh, don't let me forget more parachutes, DVD. Come on.
Hey, man, it's up to you.
You just want me to fail.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know.
You'll never know. He doesn't have to get out. Actually, I bet you can get out regardless of that, where that is. Jesus. Alt plus click on a part grabs you another of that piece. Putting the chutes higher will keep it pointed nose up. Gotcha. I'll do it right now. Get these up here. I doubled the chutes, which I think is fine because I was doing 6 meters per second, so I wasn't going that fast. I just needed to slow it down a little bit more. So I'm hoping that a little extra here, and now my delta V is close to 5,000 meters per second. So if I can't get this thing in orbit, that close. Fire those off. Fire these off. Fire that off. Fire this off. Shoots. Good. Maybe we'll actually get in orbit with this guy, huh? Let's see, thrust to weight ratio, not too bad in any of these stages. Almost a minute on this first stage. Let's wonder. I definitely don't need to have more there. And I have science, no new science. I have to get into orbit, and I have to get the science bay back is what I need to do in order to. And then I also have to land somewhere other than what I've been landing so I can get even more science. So those are the things I have to do in this launch. Have to get into orbit. Have to get into orbit. Then should do crew reports over the different biomes before I come back from orbit. These are the things I need to do. I'm gonna, oh, well, yeah, we'll start at full power. I think that's what we needed last time. Let's see, Delta V, vessel info. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, slow to start, but it's going forward, so that's a good sign. Or up, I should say, not forward. Maybe it is forward. Okay, upward we go. Sometimes I feel like I need finer precision like controls. Like my keyboard, I feel like sometimes is an aggressive tool because it's like I press the button, it's like so, I don't know, turns a lot harder. All right, let's start bringing this over and see what we can do to get this up off the ground better than previously. Oh, I did not realize that. Oh wow, yeah, that works. Awesome. Thank you, Kane, for pointing out caps lock, man. I probably should learn some more of my keybinds, huh? That's just a waste of fuel here. Yeah, docking is my not my strong suit, to say the least. This is why I need a third monitor, Kane, so that way I can have like keybinds, like the wiki with keybinds, like just to the right of me at all times. You're like, what was that keybind again? I think we're in a lot better place than we were in our previous attempts to get into orbit here. Let's see if I can. Oh, we are in such a better place. When I was building my first station, my buddy was watching me dock a module, and it took close to an hour, and he was so stressed out just watching it. So I keep up on. Yeah. Deck enjoys watching me try to dock things in the hopes that I will, in fact, crash.
You guys are still here, right?
I am.
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna
I
be
just
away.
achieved orbit. Stable orbit. Stable orbit. Stable orbit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be FK for like 30 minutes or so. I've got a handful of
Okay.
things to do, so I'll be back.
You know where to find me.
All right.
Yes, bye.
Stable orbit. With enough delta V to probably get back down and not kill myself. The worst is hitting your station because you fat fingered the wrong key and it's orbit off too. Oh yeah, I've done that a lot as well. I have definitely hit the wrong button and I'm like, no, what do you mean thrust? I meant like RCS and just a little bit forward, and yeah, it's bad. Let's see. Nope, no EVA there, that's for sure. Turn this off for 1 second. Let's see what these give me. Observe material bay. Nope, not that one. Where's my biomes? Where am I over? I am... Oh, here it is. I'm over grasslands right now. That's why. I've done grasslands before. Oh, shores? Let's see. Nope. Done shores as well. Water? I'm pretty sure I've done the water report here. What we need to do is land in a biome we've never landed in before. So while we're spinning around here, let's see if I can somehow adjust my landing to be in a biome I've never landed in before, like this desert biome. That could be a cool biome. Let's see. Whoa. Nope. That's what I meant to do. Cancel that one. Try it over like here. Haha, perfect. Well, we'll see how perfect it actually is. I actually have to account for the fact that it will probably drop me a little earlier once I break off the bottom stage and hit the atmosphere and try slowing down. Actually, it's probably in my best interest to not do this in one attempt, but go over here and slow myself down to reduce my apoapis so that I am not coming in at such a steep angle. I can then, yes, yep. We're gonna do that. We'll do that burn. Alright, looking better now. Now let's put us over one of these biomes that we haven't done before, because I'm pretty sure I can do science in those biomes and get credit for it. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I was wrong about that. I have to land in this biome. That's what we gotta do. Gotta land in this biome. So next step is to do another burn. Let's see, what's my current resource status here? Oh, plenty. I got days worth of resources, so 100% can make this happen without hurting myself. So add it over here. We'll slow ourselves down to about that, and then we'll do another burn as we get closer. So warp to here. All right, get ourselves lined up. Build a nondescript rocket, and done. Chill, check. Smile, check. Follow, check. Welcome aboard. Now let's see if I crash this or not, huh? Once again, let's close this up because we're going to do these 2 science reports when we get to the ground there. Now, what would you call it?
Daddy.
Good Lord. An original name for sure.
Really wanted
Another original name, yes. I suppose all rockets certainly have a phallic look to them, don't they? Alright, let's get rid of that extra stage. Nothing I can do about this stuff anymore. Now just hope we don't burn up on reentry. Should be a lot easier if I was turned in a position that corresponded to what my keyboard will actually respond to when I start this descent. Imagine this, making a rocket with messed up stages and still making it into orbit. Oh, I imagine it's possible. To a certain degree. No, I've started with a parachute before and still made it, but that's only because I messed it up. And then re-entry is impossible. Survival is impossible. Re-entry is not impossible. Have you played Kerbal before, General? Here we go. Once again, trying to get into the atmosphere. That is pretty neat that Kerbals now have their own parachutes. There's been a handful of times that I've been like, man, I wish I could get out and survive this. If you can make it to the sun and die, I'll give you the, I mean... put as many heat shields as I can. Best advice ever, don't attempt to land on the sun. I'm just happy I didn't burn up on reentry right here. Parachute in space? I don't think the parachutes would work in space. It kind of defeat the old purpose of the using the parachute to grab air to slow you down, right? Oh well. I think Jebediah, I got your back, bro. Pretty sure you'll make it through this. Got these extra parachutes. And we're gonna splash down in water. There we go. Right?
Daddy,
Boom. There may not be sharks in the ocean in Kerbal, but you know where there are sharks? In Sea of Thieves, which is coming out in, let's see, what's my stream say? 12 days and 9 hours, which I am super psyched for Sea of Thieves. Got it. Wondered when you were gonna work that in. Yeah, Nick. Yeah. All right, last shoot. Hopefully, slow us down enough. Let's see what we got here. Still going quicker than I was hoping, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna lose something here. No, Jebediah is not going to die. He shall survive. Though the science kit might not survive. That's okay. Let's try something here. Do a little EVA. Try to sneak some science in while we're on our way down here. That's not gonna work. That's what I'm hoping, Kane, that the water will soften my landing so that I actually can keep this equipment. But if I'm going to land this thing again, I probably should have at least a set of the larger chutes to help slow me down once these smaller chutes have kicked in to reduce our speed a little. All right, let's get some science going here. What do we get? 10 science for that. And I have a mysterious goobay that I haven't used yet, which I'm hoping will give me some science too. All right, could be more, but whatever. EVA action in the water? Sure, got that going. I think this thing, I have an add-on that does the crew report, so. Under 10 meters per second, most things survive the water landings. Got it. All right, let's recover and see how much science we got. And do I get more parts? I'm hoping for more parts. I think I get more parts. I only needed 10 science to actually unlock another tier. And I got 64 science, so. Oh, and Jebediah got a level. Jebediah is officially a level 1 pilot, which means stability assist, prograde, retrograde hold, full vessel control without comnet access. Cool. All right. Jebediah has learned something, and we have the ability to add one thing to our, or we save it. That's the question. And go for something bigger, like heavy rockets. I don't know about that. Propulsion system, fuel systems, advanced construction. These panels would be good. Oh, there's nothing in these. That's weird. Won't be using any of those. Or these. It must be a broken add-on that I have that did those. I feel like I save it for now. Where's the fuel transfer actually? Let's look at that one real quick. Is that here? Advanced fuel systems? Fuel systems. Okay. We're going to try to get more science and do fuel systems, because that one would be a much better one to get. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Go to vehicle assembly. We're going to make a couple of slight adjustments, and we'll launch this bad boy again. Different intentions this time. We made it up, and we had plenty of fuel to both get into orbit and to return from orbit. Turn this off. It's super duper in the way right now. Big, possibly excessive. Yeah, it's definitely broken add-on. I'll just add those in though. A little extra stopping power when we bring out the big chutes though. The main chute. I don't think there's any other science I can do. I have that, I have that. I'm going to try to go to a different biome from water and land and pick up more science there. And then the only other way I can get better science is if I go into a much higher orbit and pick up science that way. Which we may do. Maybe we don't try to get in orbit this time. Maybe we try to go to a high orbit, which, alright, excuse me one second. Gotta Google that. KSP, Kerbal, high orbit. I think it's 250,000 meters, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. It's 250,000 to get into high orbit of Kerbal. So that's what we're going to try for. High orbit, and then try to survive the return. Thanks for the follow, General, by the way. Sorry, I just saw that. Like 15 minutes late. That's right, now I get some new abilities from him. That's cool. I think I'm going to pull that into that stage. There's no reason to have it separated like that. Alright. We will make high orbit of Kerbal for sure. But I'm landing back in the water, which is not ideal. But high orbit's going to get me science from every one of my science kits at full rate. And actually landing in the water might be helpful because I'm not really sure. Oh, I got actually a lot of Delta V to stop this. I wonder. While we have a few minutes here, let's see. What would it take to circularize this? High orbit. Too much. Way too much. But doesn't mean we can't change our location of its landing. Let's see. If we did something like that. That's probably too much. It is a lot of Delta V. May just be easier to do something like this. All right. Alright, we're about to hit high orbit, which means we'll basically be able to do some new science here and hopefully net us some nice reports. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to do this burn, to be honest with you. I think... Here we go, at 250,000 meters, we're able to do the science we were hoping for. We're going to observe this bay real quick. We're going to open this up. Oh, that's 37.5 science. How awesome is that? Alright, we're going to start slowing the vessel down to hopefully not go crashing into the ground here with now easily 1, if not 2, scientific upgrades. So. Okay, goodbye lower stage. All right, Kane, I'll be here, brother. Try not to blow up anything while I'm gone. While you're gone. I'm getting a much better handle on things now that I'm remembering some of the physics behind it. Okay, retrograde to orbit. And coasting in now. Just coasting in. Hopefully, all things considered, we'll end up with like 100 science or something like that, I think.
Ooh, 100 science.
I mean, granted, I don't have to play the game where science is a requirement, but then it's just a matter of coming up with reasons to launch rockets into space.
Yeah.
And so I'm using the whole science aspect because there's a whole science aspect to the game to say, okay, like, you know, I survived. Well, I mean, survived in the sense that I've yet to crash into the planet, but nothing is going to catch on fire. At some point I should do my Overwatch competitive matches and actually get ranked. Today's ranked.
He is.
16 something. I don't know how, like, I don't know that number if it's good or bad. Like,
It's silver.
oh, all right.
Which, funny enough, is higher than I am.
But now is some of that competitive ranking based on like the group that you end up in as well? I mean, I know some of it's on your own, but like if you're in winning matches because you have a group of, I mean, I'm guessing the answer is yes, because you have people that are doing their part, it makes you doing your part about a billion times easier.
Yes and no.
Oh.
So yes, if you're above diamond, I believe. No, if you're beneath it. Because if you're beneath diamond, then it's all performance based.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it compares you to how you perform on that champion to everyone else. and then ranks you based on how you perform.
Gotcha.
So you could win all 10 of them and still be placed bronze if you just are terrible, right?
Ah, I see.
And it also goes off of like previous seasons.
Mm-hmm.
If you played in the previous season,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm so low.
Ah,
Climbing.
I see.
I'm climbing, but because I got like a bunch of really bad games, like drop me down out of high silver into bronze.
But I think what I meant was not so much like the game like determining, oh, like you were in a winning match, but like if you're in a match where you have a lot of players that know how to play, like I imagine that it may help your performance from the standpoint of like, you're able to be on point longer, maybe you have a better opportunity of getting kills and dishing out damage because you're not constantly like running for your life. That's what I meant more of like if you have a good composition when you're doing some of that.
Yes, that most definitely helps.
Okay, well, that vessel did its job very well.
How many more games do you have left to do?
I haven't done any.
Oh, I thought you did.
Jebediah does live, General. He sure does. Jebediah made it. Yeah, I have to do them. Is what I have to do. But I can't do. I can't play Overwatch when my kids are here right now. So it's gonna be Kerbal and I get so many good upgrades now. Now it's a question of what do I go with, and I was definitely gonna go with fuel system. That was my first focus. I don't think I need this stuff. I need it, but not right now. Any chance of key? I also want to go eat a huge. Oh God, I am so hungry. I do need a sandwich as well. And Nikki, any chance of keys this week? Oh, I don't know, man. It would take some convincing for me to do keystones. Mostly because they don't generate. They have no like. I don't know. Find someone who needs the Nightbane mount, and you can convince me to come on and do Nightbane, and then I would probably do keystones.
I need the attunement mount.
What's the attunement mount?
The one that drops off attunement.
Oh, duh. Right. I thought you said attunement, and I'm like, what are we attuning to? Oh, the huntsman. Got it. Scorix and Rar just came back. That's a good point. I don't know if Andaren needs. I feel like he has the mount though. He did. I remember tanking a Nightbane run with him. All right. Well, that's awesome. I already found a couple, huh? I know. I have another rocket to launch, though. Another rocket, but I'm going to build a new one with some modifications here. I think. Let's see what I got here. I got some new fuel tanks with some add-ons. Some add-ons here with some better fuel tanks, but I don't know if I'll necessarily use those because they're not much different than what we have going on here, except that they're just bigger. But I don't really have an engine that meets that. No, that's cool, but not what I wanted to do. Need to get advanced rocketry for bigger. Take these fins off real quick. Go big or go home. Let's blast this thing into Pluto. Just throw some of these bad boys on, some thumpers on, and just hope for the best. I feel like that's an aggressive approach. Let's see what happens when we do this. Let's just look at some fuel modification stuff real quick. These go before those go. What if I launch them all? I probably don't need to launch them all at the same time unless the rocket's going to be heavier. But I could do this because it was a struggle to get the rocket off the ground to start. And then I take the fuel here and I stage this to that. And that. To, nope. Gotta get a little inside here. That to that. And I can let all the rockets go off and then just control their performance based on throttle and not based on staging to start. And then the question is can I put another fuel tank on without causing any major issues? Let's see if I can add more fuel to this bad boy. Add more, yeah, rockets. I got what you meant. Let's try this. Thrust to weight ratio looks good. Our torque at stage 5. What is stage 5? Oh, it's just, that's okay. We're breaking those off anyway. Aerodynamics. Critical. I wish I had this higher up, but I don't want to take it off because it's a real pain in the rear end. I think I can add structural support, and the structural supports will break away once the vessel actually stages it, I think. Could be wrong, and they might be just hanging there, in which case you'll get to see a rocket failure, but we're going to try it because there's no reward without some risk. I wish I had better couplers for these thumpers, but I don't. That's silly. Don't put those on. Nah, it's fine. Just want to do this. So what's the target for this launch? So I want to get into an orbit and be able to adjust my landing so I can try to get science. Of course, based on the Delta V, I'm thinking I may even try to get out to Mun and slow down because I had a lot of fuel left over to, I mean, I didn't need as much fuel as I had to slow down, but I got into high orbit pretty easily. So I'm hoping that I can get into a low orbit and then shoot for a flyby of Mun to get science off of that and then bring it back down, which should give me enough science to get the larger rocket options. And then from there, I would build a larger rocket with the intention of far more, like more Mun orbits, pass-bys, and kind of slightly bigger approaches. Now that I have a good handle on the build here, and I need science, right? The other thing I could do, which I'm not a big fan of, is I could also build like a actual space plane and fly around Kerbal, Kerbin, and actually get science that way. But I don't think I want to do that. Kind of want to get it up. Want to focus on orbits and space related items. So I'm also really, 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 really bad with space planes. It's first stage rocket. No. First stage rocket is here. Feeding these rockets, which is our second stage rockets that are going to come off. Feeding the main rocket, which is then the last rocket to come off. Only thing I'm not sure of. Turn this off real quick. Turn that off. Yeah, it's. I feel like I need like an actual like joystick. Can't build a space plane. I can build a space plane that can drive around like the space center and get credit for it that way. But that's about the extent of my space planing capabilities. Once I start flying, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I can't do it. I don't understand. I'm just bad. That's what it comes down to in that. All right. So this is Mun Orbit 1 is what we're going to try here. And let me just double check. Because I'm actually using life support on this, but I don't think I can add life support. What is that? Oh, this must be one of the other add-ons, which may not even be working. There are. I could probably generate like a few hundred, like, well, not 100, but definitely a lot of science points. I'm thinking about it. For now, my goal is to see if I can get up to Mun, or at least get into a position where I could get to Mun with little to no issue. Of course, we'll see what that looks like. Yeah. I just want to check one thing. I'm using TAC life support to simulate like oxygen, water, and whatnot, but I don't know if the plugin is broken. I'm not going to be able to use it because what's going to end up happening is I'm not going to have any of the resource stuff to survive, and I'm double checking that now to see. I don't remember where that which it's not up here. It's somewhere down here. Not electronics. So I think it's these that aren't working, which means I'm going to have problems with it later on when I try to keep this guy alive and have no food to feed him. Yep, I think it's in these here. Pretty sure it's in survivability. And I imagine it's because the add-on's broken. So let's see if I can turn the add-on, if I can turn this add-on off without causing major drama here. Yep, I can. Awesome. Can't exactly send the Kerbals up if I can't feed them or have any food for them to survive. So, what is this? Interstellar Machines Helper. I have no idea.
I have returned.
Hi.
Hello. That was fun. I had to go out in the snow. That was a lot of fun. At least in the truck it was.
How is it out there? Oh, you had to drive.
Yeah, I had to drive. I had to go get my daughter, and then I have to take her back at 5 o'clock. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
well,
you might hear her in the background.
Kane says welcome back and hi to your daughter.
It's bad outside. Really
I
bad.
I can only imagine, dude. I'm looking outside and I'm like, nope, not going near that.
But my dinosaur went right through it. Get it, dinosaur? No, just ignore me. Thanks. Cool.
I heard your dinosaur comment. And you do have a dinosaur of a truck. I agree 100%. Alright, this is the Mun Orbit one. With an attempt to get around Mun without any mech jab assisted technologies, because I don't have them researched, let alone available.
Oh wow, another new person in here too, huh?
Yep. A handful of people popping in saying, hey, that's why I don't miss working oil field no longer. Have to drive a heavy snow freezing rain. Now I let the bus driver deal with that crap. I'm going to start throttle here and see how that works. Actually, we have 5 engines kicking off instead of 2, so... Nope. No. Woo!
No explosion?
That was close.
Damn.
I messed up some of my controls. I wasn't paying attention. We're good. Sorry. Oh boy. Nope. We're good. I just need to stop futzing with it. That's what I need to do. Stop futzing with it. Stop it. Come on. Oh man, I messed this launch up bad. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna relaunch this guy. I made a mistake right at the start, and he's going completely the wrong direction. Deck's probably like, no, you should totally fail.
Fail is entertaining.
I think something's off my design here.
2 monsters, 2 Red Bulls on the way while I was out. For later.
What was that? Oh my
I
god.
bought 2 monsters, 2 Red Bulls just to make sure I had enough in the house for the next
Damn.
couple days.
Take these fins off. Something's going on there. That wasn't working as well as I was hoping. Try that again. I have a Red Bull. I mean, you know, when that time comes. All right. It's 3/4 thrust.
You need to get sponsored by Monster or Red Bull, and then you get them for free.
I think I'll just focus on getting 50 followers first.
Want to try to get sponsored?
Oh, come on. Come on with that. All right. Win, lose, or draw this one, I will finish this one to its completion and not restart it. Sure. Talk about energy drinks the
Nikki,
day I
it's
quit
all
energy.
in moderation. It's all in moderation.
Yep. I try to
Wild
keep.
thing quit for a while too.
Yeah. Now I'm back, but it's all about keeping my caffeine intake under 200 milligrams a day. So whatever that turns into is fine, so long as it's under 200 milligrams a day.
And I just don't have anyone to police what I do, so I do whatever I want.
This is not the ideal launch. In fact, this launch is going completely opposite with the way you're supposed to go to actually get into orbit. I had only one day, and I have quit drinking pop also. Oh god, yeah. Well, so does the devil.
That stuff's terrible for you.
As I drink my Coke. I don't normally. I drink a lot of water, but just happen to have soda with me today. I stopped to get White Castle on the way home, so that's even good too.
We're aborting this launch, people. We are aborting, but I will land it. I'll land it, but I'm aborting it because I think I made a mistake on some sort of layout on this craft because she'd be turning all sorts of swirly squirrely. I want to be the very best lay. No one rush. To build them is a real test. To fly them is my cause. I will travel across the sky, searching for the wide. Gather science, understand the goo that is inside. Used to drink basketball, drank them way too many, and eventually OD'd on. Oh yeah, I have to. Yeah, there was a time where I was drinking like 2 monsters a day, and I was like, oh, that's not enough. Maybe I should pop a 5-hour energy. Yeah, that's like the worst thing you could possibly do. So I gave it up for, oh wow, probably caffeine for almost a year. And I only recently added caffeine back in, but only as like a, there are just times where I'm like, I want like a cup of tea because I like tea, and energy drinks is more of a like after dinner I'm like super tired and like lethargic, but I want to play video games, so pop an energy drink and hope for the best. So we're officially aborting this launch because mistakes were made, but I said I wouldn't revert back to launch. So the irony that I might actually land somewhere that could give me some science. Oh, Kane, thanks for the follow, man. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Slowly but surely, working towards 50. 99% of all players don't set up the parachutes. Yeah. Oh, this is Highlands. Oh, that's awesome. I could totally get science out of this.
You've done that before.
Oh, 100%. I'm one of the 99%. Without a doubt. It's okay though. You said that's part of the entertainment factor. Watching me fail miserably at trying to launch these things.
It is entertaining. Because I'm in the middle of working, so I can't really pay attention to what you're doing step by step. But when I hear your reaction, I have a chance to look and watch you fail. So
You're so kind to me.
that's what I'm here for.
I'd be
I'm the
playing.
opposite. You're puppies and rainbows, and I'm all about failure.
I'm puppies and rainbows. Wow, that's an interesting way to reference it. Hey man, I'm all about happiness, right? What difficulty you play? I try to play. Well, I mean, I have the difficulty modified. Oh, hold on, let me land first before I. Actually, I could probably just. So I mean, I have pressure limits, G-force limits, the G limits on Kerbals. I'm leveling up the Kerbals so I don't have them immediately. I require signal, plasma blackout. So I'm not playing like necessarily at like the hardest difficulty that you could possibly have, but I'm certainly not playing. I'm certainly not playing like on easy mode. And then a lot of the add-ons that I'm using, like I use MechJab, but I'm using MechJab more for the statistical information because I feel like that should be in the game. So like I like to know my delta V per stage, vessel info, the orbital info. Like these are things that should be in the game to start. And then I play it on science mode, so I'm not just given like the access to every single part right off the bat, because then there'd be a part of it of kind of being pointless, right? Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so making sure that I'm not coming in too quickly or hitting the atmosphere too hard. Sometimes I forget, and I wonder why my Kerbal's not responding to anything I'm doing, and he's over there zing out on the on my display. Sorry,
Is he trying to
Jebediah.
kill him?
Nikki, same here, Deck. Even though the way you guys banter is entertaining in itself, yeah, Deck picking on me. Just kidding, Deck.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's speed this up. Get this down to the Highlands a little faster. Get some science. It's alright, Jebediah. I got you covered. Oh god. Alright. Yes. Observe that. Observe that. Quick EVA to get that out of there too. And recover the vessel. What do we get for that? Failure. Oh. In 1997, a crack astronaut unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These Kerbals promptly escaped from the maximum security stockade to the Twitch underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as space crew of fortune. If you want to fly by a Mun, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the K team. Good. That is a super awesome reference, and I absolutely love that TV show. And I thought the movie was pretty good too. I mean, personally, I thought the movie was good. And that is awesome there. Thank you, man. That was pretty cool. All right, I can buy big rockets if I wanted, or little rockets, or advanced construction. Oh, with a radial decoupler, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Aerodynamics, I don't think I need that quite yet. Oh, power though. Power generation could be key. But I'm going to forego that and go for larger rockets so we can build something slightly bigger.
Don't forget communications.
Well, fortunately, I have a Kerbal on there right now, so I don't have to worry about it until I go to unmanned. But yes, you're right. New vessel, new bag of tricks. Let's see. Mun is still the goal here. Mun is the goal. Mun and back. We're gonna make a couple changes. Use some additional equipment here. Science. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't have to redo the whole thing here. Don't save that. Just this guy. Load that guy. Just need to clean up the bottom stage here. This is from the, let's see, what add-on is this from? The Rocco Max?
We're going for maximum failure now. I like this.
Stop it. Not maximum
lied.
failure. I'm just simply approaching this a little differently. A little more fuel, a little more thrust. Maximum failure. You.
Where's the white, like, condom thing you put over the top of it? Is that coming out too this time?
Yes, that's later. Yes, the white payload containment unit is coming soon. Okay? Thanks for your vote of confidence. I need to be able to cheer Deck. Yeah. Deck will keep you guys entertained the whole time. He'll just never ending. Be like needling away. If you'd like to know the pressure value of the Kerbal parachutes, yes.
Again, as long as Nikki's happy, we're all good, right?
Ha ha ha. Truth. Truth, truth, truth.
Why are you going to show me? Later?
Oh, there it is. Maybe remember that values if you arm parachutes in space by accident. I remember that values. Yeah, I do my best not to arm them in space, but yeah, it's good to keep that on top of your memory, right? Yeah, I do have chatter loaded as well, and yeah, it's broken. So it's a bummer. I don't like the quietness in space. Better. Well, better from the perspective that I've got a lot of delta V. Not necessarily better from the perspective of if I can't get the darn thing off the ground, but slowly but surely. I actually. I feel like this is a really good rocket without having to add any solid boosters. I'm not sure I need solid boosters for what I'm about to do. Oh, gross. Take those off, don't need those. So fire all these off, but probably don't need as much thrust as possible. Then these break away, then those break away, then the main drive breaks away, and I still have thrust available for heavens knows what's going to happen there. These are not staged correctly. Parachutes and then a landing. Okay. 1, 2.
Well, wildly, it appears Dickie is not happy that we're not running Keystones.
I saw that.
You might want to comment on that.
I told her if we found someone who needed
23s, right? 23s or better.
Oh.
Need to accomplish, right? Is that what you said? Has to be MDI worthy?
I did say that. I did say it had to be MDI worthy. I also said to her that if we could find someone that needed the Nightbane mount, that I would log in and run that, and maybe even run Keystones.
And you would roll your face on the keyboard and run Karazhan for that? I mean,
I love Karazhan, man.
Fairly non-difficult.
I like Karazhan. What can I say? It's my guilty pleasure of World of Warcraft.
It is fun.
It's so much fun. Well, for now, we're going to attempt to launch this rocket into space again, and hopefully not epically fail in its ascent, because that was kind of embarrassing. Maverick, he loved every second of it. He's like, yes.
See, Nikki, the problem that I have lately, and I'll plead my case here, is that I haven't really played the game a lot in a couple of weeks, and I don't think there's anything that for me to gain.
Oh.
Right? I mean, unless they push the gear up in Mythic Pluses higher, eye level wise, I don't know. But I have tried to run one a week, but we haven't been doing that in 2 weeks, so that's a fail.
We're also not going into Mythic, so.
Yes.
This is true.
At this
is
point,
true.
it's legitimately just
If you look at eye
hoping
levels,
that hoping you get a Titan Forge item
right?
once a week.
Yep.
And if you look at eye levels,
Yep.
for 19,
You can
20,
come watch me.
and anything
fine.
above that,
Just watch out for that cord. Yes.
a lot of those
You're going to be
people are
on my
running with
stream
Mythic
though in
gear,
a second if
so.
you're standing next to me. You'll see it right here. See the screen here? If you stand on my left side, you would be on my stream. See? And now you can see yourself right here. You got to be like right on my shoulder though if you want to. I'm not paying attention to my flight. Well, that's all right.
I know. Oh, it's
All right. So we are moving towards orbit here. We actually have a lot of fuel left over, and we're starting our gravity turn now.
I know.
We're already doing the gravity turn. The goal is to get a nice low Apoapis. Oh, sorry for the background noise, everyone. I have children and there's a lot of snow, so you only can imagine their excitement as they're seeing this.
That's not John. Speak.
I am almost in space. I'm actually pretty close to space right now.
Are you 5 meters? You're in space.
Not yet. I have to be at 70,000 meters to be in orbit. Well, to be in space, not even in
Why
orbit.
do I see the Earth map?
Kerbal. Kerbin is the name of the planet. But yeah.
Why do you're in space? I'm not gonna get from
Oh, lunch. God, I am so jealous. That should do the trick.
You're flying away.
Need to burn 25 seconds away from the burn. Gotta burn 25 seconds away. What's that? The Age of Old Lull. New high-end content before the new expansion. Yes. Yep. That's exactly the feeling that we're all feeling right now. Alright, node is now. Dad duties do come first, which is the reason why I'm launching Rock. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Kerbal, but Kerbal's about the extent of the appropriateness of games I usually play, so everything else is for after young ones are sleeping or playing in the snow.
Send them outside. Tell them to build you a fort.
Send them outside, tell them to shovel the snow.
Well, there's that too.
Orbit. Orbit obtained with 2,000 meters per second of delta V left over. I am pretty sure I can get to Mun with that. Might not be able to orbit Mun, but I'm pretty sure I can get to Mun. See, Mun's over there. Maybe we try this burn here. Let's just see what that would look like.
Do it all the way over there.
Set this target. Let's see. Nice thing about Mun is it's on the same orbital plane as Kerbin for the most part, so
when
it's
you get the Mun, you'll play.
something like that. Oh, I will get into orbit of Mun with enough delta. I mean, I could actually orbit Mun if I really wanted to. Probably could orbit Mun. This would put me pretty darn close to Mun, which is awesome. And then the question is, if I did my second burn here, can I slow down enough? I seriously doubt that I can slow down enough for that maneuver. Another 450 gets me in the vicinity. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. Oh, I could totally do that. I can 100% go to Mun, fly by, do some science, come back, and then do a burn to return. Without a doubt, I can do all of that. And if I can't, well, hey, such is life, right? Let's start by, yeah, yep, absolutely. We're just going to do this. Minimal burn need to get into Mun's pull.
Aiden, look what I have.
Minimum burn need to get into Mun's pull.
Oh, I know. Oh no.
Alright, so we know what we have to do. 840 meters per second roughly to get into Mun's trajectory. So we're going to point to that node and then we will warp forward to get in range. Yes, as soon as I get to Mun.
Who is that alien thing?
This guy's name's Jebediah. He's the pilot of our craft.
So he's flying
I mean, I'm flying the vessel. Well, flying, I'm gonna use that term very loosely. I'm flying.
Oh, so he's just sitting in there?
So having a pilot means that I get certain abilities. So right now at his current level, he gives me stability assist, means helps me keep the vessel going in a particular direction, helps me hold either going in the direction of the vessel or opposite to the direction of the vessel.
The vessel.
That's a vessel. And then full vessel control without comnet means that I don't need any antennas to communicate. And his current G-force tolerance is 1.3 times whatever the gravity of the planet is, Kerbin's planet. So. Okay. Node's in 11 minutes here. Not gonna wait 11 minutes though, people. Get this node lined up. We'll warp to about a minute or two before our first attempt.
Who's gonna be the bee?
I don't think. Let's see. Disable that crossfeed. Yeah, I should probably let the big engine do what the big engine can do, and then use the little engine to finish it up because it burns a lot of fuel and it's pretty inefficient. I mean, if I use the big engine to just do the whole burn, which would be nice, but I lose like half of my delta V, which is just unacceptable. I can't do that. So we'll burn the big engine, dump it, and then we'll use our little engine to finish the maneuver up to Mun. All I gotta do is fly by. That's what I need is science right now. So for science, we'll be 2 million meters over Mun's 2 million meters over Mun. Piece of cake. I don't really need that anymore. I don't need that anymore either. 7 seconds. There we go. Lining up on the node. You may have it. Oh, random. Thanks for the follow, man. That's awesome. I appreciate it. One more closer to 50. And welcome aboard.
One more piece of gum.
It's fine.
Then we'll get it.
In 12 days, there will be Sea of Thieves mayhem.
Oh, Sea of Thieves is going to be awesome. There's going to be so much fun with Sea of Thieves. I did it. Well, I mean, I did it in the sense that I can get back to... You can take it. Take the other one, give it to Aiden. I can get back to Kerbal, so...
What do you want?
Kerbal Prime.
Yeah, Kerbin.
Have some gum.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so let's... Actually, I'll just control the warp myself. Let's see. Woohoo! And we are warping. Alright, we'll warp to this point. I didn't really factor in electric charge, but I guess we're in a good place. I bet you if I had done this a little better, I probably could have put this guy in orbit. If my goal was not to just fly by, but it's okay. Okay, now I'm in orbit of Mun here. So we're going to do all of our science real quick. We're going to do an EVA. Pick that up real quick. Stabilize. Observe that. Yeah, 50 science. That's what I'm talking about. It's huge. Serious goo. Another 20 science. Nice. Alright. Quite possibly a successful mission if I can land it. If I can land it. It's truly the question. I can land it. Maybe. Gotta slow it down though, that's for sure. Got to slow it down. Gonna have to add a maneuver here to... How much slowing down can I do? Piece of cake. We got this. Do a 30-second burn. No problem.
Daddy.
Oopsie daisy. I didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button.
Daddy.
That's okay though. We got this. It's all good, Nikki. It's all good. Living the dream. Alright. Let's... We're gonna warp to get out of this Mun's trajectory, so we can bring us back down to the planet, pick up some science. Okay. Right, next, we're gonna add a maneuver here. We'll add a maneuver to this point, and we're gonna reduce. I'll do a 20-second burn. Yeah, 20-second burn. Actually, we could do longer than that. We don't have to wait that long. That works.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you see it.
Get in position for our burn real quick. Now to survive re-entry. Yes. I think I can. Hope I can. We got this. I'm pretty sure I can survive this with re-entry. We got a ton of fuel to get our orbit in a good place. I mean, I could probably just retrograde it right now and just hope for the best. But I think I will start that at my top position. I don't even need that. Alright, Jebediah, let's bring you home. Be careful over that cord. Yeah, lots of extra fuel is nice. It's also nice because it gives you the sense of like, okay, I could have done a little more. I probably could have done a better transfer to Mun and maybe even gotten into orbit. I think it was a little close, but it's nice to have the braking, orbital braking to not kill Jebediah. Got your back, Jebediah. Might even get an extra crew report and EVA out of this if this lands properly. And that's it. We're now using gravity and our inertia. That's it. It's outside of my hands now. Well, not true. The parachute's too early. So quiet. So very quiet in space. I feel like this reentry, while probably fine, is probably a little steeper than it needed to be. But such is life.
User disconnected from your channel.
Had a close call for fuel a few weeks back. This landing on the Mun, and though I was gonna run out of fuel and crashed, landed with 0.8. Wow. I always prefer to overbuild rockets. Need to account for my lack of planning. Crappy. Yeah, you and me both, brother. In the same boat. Look at that streak. But re-entry was not an issue. Seemed to be no parts are overheating. The service bay was huge. Thank you, Kane, for reminding me about it, because it is nice to not have parts sitting on the outside generating the drag that would cause, probably would have caused this crash, this to crash. There we go. Other than waiting for all these parachutes to do their job, that's all she wrote. Oh, the subreddit for Kerbal? Yeah, I should totally hit that up and see some of the other suggestions that they have out there. Yeah, the fins, that was huge too, man. You know what? And the funny thing is like they do give you the information about it, and I guess I just really never thought about like, oh right, this aerodynamic feature in the builder actually shows you exactly what, where that, how that drag would affect the vessel. And I guess I never thought about it, but it's good to hear because it made life a lot easier because I probably would have flipped over a handful more times until I just decided to like really look into it further. Neck jab. It almost looks like it's not even moving. Yeah, I've seen some insane buildings, without a doubt. Some insane vessels. I had a space station in my previous run through and used that to do some jumps to different planets. So my hopes are is that I have to see what happens with these add-ons though, because some of the add-ons will just never work. But I think I have what I need. Mech Jab alone should be all I really, and the Kerbal Redux would be nice. Engineering Redux are more than enough, I think, for what I need. Alright, well there's no crew report to be had on this, but we did so much with the MUN stuff, I think we'll see a nice amount of science come through here. $173, yes. And Jebediah gained some experience. Alright, look at that. A lot better place here. Should I buy the, I can't get it yet. The specialized construction, that's the nose cone that you're asking me about, Deck. I'm not doing any of this aviation stuff. Flight control, maybe. Only because it unlocks other things that might be nice. What I really need though is more science. Because I need to be able to bolster my science gathering each time I go up. Basic science. Or unmanned tech would be pretty cool too. I could start building out the, that's the next one, that's science. They are nice. I hope with the new expansion there is a big update to the internal rockets mod. Some of those pieces allow for really interesting builds. I agree. I hope the expansion has some. I really hope the expansion takes from, or not necessarily takes from, but add some improvements that some of these add-ons have done. And give people the option, like, if they want to use Mech Jab in its automated feature, that's fine. But some people may choose not to. But it'd be nice to see some of those cooler features in the game. I probably don't need the main sail quite yet for what I just did. I probably need RCS might be nice. This big fuel tank would be nice too. Let's see. I could do a 45 and a 90. RCS thrusters plus solar panels, yeah. Yeah. I think I kind of need to make that investment in solar panels because I'm going to hurt myself and I'm not going to realize it. It's going to be too late. Yeah, we're going to go with electronics, pick up some solar panels. Let's see. Flight control. Nicer wings, but maybe not necessary. Or I could save it for some other items and try to get more science, because I can get into Orbit of Mun now, without a doubt. I can get into low Orbit of Mun and pick up another big set of science pieces there. I also need to work on unmanned tech, and then I can start sending some flybys to some other planets. But that's for a different day. All right. Well, hey everyone, Kane and everyone who's joined us today, thank you very much. I am going to be taking a break because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours and I am starving, and I am pretty sure there's like 6 inches of snow on the ground waiting for me. But I will be back later and probably play some more Kerbal before we do our Worlds of Warcraft thing. But yeah, thanks for following, and hopefully see you guys around.